Hello. In our last video, we saw how to write code in Scala REPL. Now let's see how to compile Scala program, and we'll compile our first Scala. Let's open command. Hello world and cd world. So this is a pretty simple program, so I'll write in Notepad. Yes, please create it for me. So this is basic program I could write. Let's see. Yes, here it is. There are two ways we can run this code. First one, we can directly do Scala. Hello Scala.scala. This is not something that Java supports. And again, I'm comparing Java a little bit with Scala because it runs on JVM. Uh, the other way, the more common way that we can use when we compile Scala programs is we first compile Scala C hello Scala.scala. This will compile it to Java bytecode. We will see two files here, hello Scala $class and hello Scala.class are created. We'll go into details why there are two files here instead of just one as in Java, and we'll compare a little bit with Java. Remember in last video I said it will run on JVM. So let's first do the Scala way. Scala. This is how you run Scala code after compiling it into bytecode. So nothing surprising here. So let's try to see what happens when we try to run it using Java. Since this runs in JVM, Java should also be able to run it. Let's try this experiment. Uh, it doesn't say something like it doesn't recognize this Scala code or something. It says a no class a def found error. What this means is when we write some code and then we refer some classes in our program, it will ask the class loader to load that class, and this is the class loader. You can see here class loader.load class, and if it can't find that class is trying to load, in this case it's Scala/prediff. We'll see Scala prediff later in this series or some other video, but it will contain it will contain some things like the basic things like strings and maps, everything. Let's see what it contains. Definitions to strings. So the string is it imports a string from Java standard library, the java.lang.string. And let's see what we have here for map. These are the data structures and variable types. uh, if this will reference map from collection.immutable.map. This is the Scala collection immutable map. We'll cover the details on these later, but what I'm trying to show here is it is trying to reference something from printf.scala. Println is also present here. Println is defined here. So it tries to search for predict.scala, but it's a part of Scala, so it can't, Java can't find that. So that's why it's complaining. It doesn't say I don't recognize this executable. It would happen in case we wanted to run DLL or exe or some other compiled mm, language except for Java or Scala. So let's try something else. Notepad. Hello Scala. And instead of this println, let's use the Java println. So let's see what happens. So type we modified this file. Hello Scala. And it is compiled. We see the this is the latest one. I just compiled it right now. So yeah, so we can see Java can run Scala code because it's compiled in Java bytecode.